Hello, welcome to another video. Today I'll be talking about or actually going through the installation of this orange grommet on a BMW F10. It's a known issue that the water comes through from the passenger side, and it's basically a hole that is left on the right hand side, on the left hand side of the car. And a grommet is actually already in place, but it actually starts leaking after a while. I mean, the car is old, I have to say, so it does need to be refreshed. I believe there is a water leak in my car at the back, and the reason why the water travels, I think, is because the ducting system they've got here and the way it works. So I do feel that it's because of that. But here the grommet is at the back. This is the footwell of my car at the moment. So to take it off, you'll obviously have to remove a few screws. You remove two screws, one here, one there, and one this side over here. Remove these three screws, and then just pull this out. It will just come out from the back. Put your hand in the back and pull it out, and the tray will come off. You find a cable plugged into that. Plug this cable out. There's a cable. Click onto this as well. Pull it open, and the cable will come off. It's just a light cable, so you don't need that. You don't really need to worry about it too much. And we'll put that on the side there, and then we've got a side tray, a trim as well on the side, which is this one here. That needs to be pulled out as well because that's only on clips. So pretty much everything is just pull out apart from the tray here at the top. Once that's out, the carpet, we have to yank the carpet out, and once the carpet comes off, we can then access the grommet. The grommet actually sits behind this piece here. I don't really want to tear it. I mean, I know a lot of people probably do tear it, but I just need access to the pins. So that if we put your hand behind this here, you'll actually see that there is actually, you can actually see it there. It's going to see the orange, that there. I didn't want to pull that out, so basically I'm just putting my finger around and giving it basically access to the clips. So all I want to do is just push a few of these clips inside, and once the clips are in, hopefully, there we go. Once the clips are in, then we just have to pull that on the other side, and that's it. We'll leave everything as it is. You don't have to sort of, tear it apart or something. There's no need, because it's all soundproofing and stuff. That's probably what all this stuff is. So once we've done that, let's go around and let's take this as well. Take our torch. So if we go back here on this side of the car and lift it up, and while we're here, actually I did want to mention one thing, is that I was actually asking someone that what happens if these struts that we've got sort of collapse, or how long do they last, and they basically, the information here is that on each strut over here there's an expiry date written on it. So if the expiry date shows that it's gone, that means we need to change it ideally. If you don't, you don't, but it should be changed basically, because it can basically go anytime. So here it is. So if we're looking underneath, we can already see there is a orange grommet there, underneath there. So all we need to do is basically, I'm sure there are plenty of videos that's already been circulating around this, but I thought I'll mention it as well because everybody's got their own way of showing something. So let's see if we can take this actually out from where it is. So there it is. So I'm going to put my hand in there and pull it out. So here it is, comes off, and you can see that here how it's already been damaged with water, and water has found its way to that. So you can see the old one and the new one. So here's the part number is there, so if anybody wants to see the part number, that's the part number there for that item. And now if we remove that, there we go, and the arrow effectively is saying pointing downwards. So that's, I mean, you can install it this way as well, but ideally the way it's meant to be installed is that way, so that points downwards. You can't just install it anyway, even though it's a shape says, oh, this way or that way, but for some reason they've got an arrow on there. So we'll just install it. Installation is pretty easy, but what I am going to do is I'm going to put a sealant on it, which is basically the same sealant that we use on a windscreen when we install it. So we're going to put black sealant on it and then put it in, just so I don't suffer from this problem one more time. So hopefully once that's on, we should be good to go. Right, so I've got the sealant here now. So this is the sealant I'm going to be using, and I'll just basically use this sealant all the way around the area, and then hopefully we should be able to push this back in its place, and with a better seal, and hopefully it won't leak afterwards. So let me just put that back on. I don't want to put it on here because it might just go everywhere. So the opening is quite big on this, so I have to gently just go all the way around. I might need two hands on this, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my camera away and then start my camera afterwards once I've done this. Okay. Right, so as you can see, I've put a sealant around this here. Just have to make sure we get the pointing downwards, and all I'm going to do now is push this back in its place, and that's pretty much job done. There's not really much else I can show you on this, because once this is in, you just basically close everything up. There was a cover on this on before I removed this, which you've probably seen in various other videos anyway, which has about 4 odd screws. You just remove those and the cover comes off, and then you can access this as well. So the main thing is just to put this back on, just to prevent it from water going in. I mean, I did find a lot of leaves on my car as well in this area here, which I cleaned. I believe there are none there now. Yeah, there's probably, yeah, there's none there now. There was like lots of leaves. It's a bad design if you ask me, but then again, you know, it's just with any car, nothing is perfect in any car. Even Aston Martins have problems, so this is just a BM. But yeah, so any questions, happy to answer them. But yeah, this is the main issue with water coming in from the Footwell. There is another sort of video around water coming in from the door, and that can also happen as well. So yeah, do check these areas mainly where the water can seep in from. But yep, once that's in, we're good to go, and we're going to install it right underneath there where there is a hole available. That is there. Yep, I'll put that in. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now. So I've installed this now. I thought I might be able to show you before I end the video. So here it is, and that's basically that's the full image of the area where it's actually installed. It's pretty, you know, awkward place if you ask me, but anyway, there it is. On a full view, that's where it is. And I put a sealant around it as well, so that's pretty sealed if you ask me. Don't think that's going anywhere now. Yep, that's perfect. Oh well, oh here we go, the camera comes out. Oh, yep, there we are. And the old one will obviously go in the bin. So, thank you once again.